Welcome to Mixed Media Mayhem, etc. We're going to make mandalas with a computer today. Hello and welcome to Mixed Media Mayhem, etc. Today we're going to use the program Sketchbook, but you can use any drawing program that has radial symmetry available. So the first thing we do in making a mandala is go to image size and take off key proportioning. We're going to make the width and the height 8 inches because that fits really well on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper when you print it out. You can use any drawing program on this as long as it has radial symmetry. The first step here is to make a dot in the middle of a circle in the middle of your paper, and then turn on radial symmetry and recenter the radial symmetry. Now you can make your radial symmetry anywhere from 2 parts to 16 parts in this program. Here I'm using 12. Now, when you make your lines, make sure they meet well, because when you color it, especially if you're going to color it on the computer, you don't want any spaces between the lines. Notice how I moved the radial symmetry over 1 click so that I can get in between those areas. When you make an arc like this, it's kind of tricky to make those lines meet up, so give yourself time to practice. Okay, now I'm going to keep making lines, different shaped lines, straight lines, curved lines, whatever you like, as long as you close those lines to make sure that there's no bleed over from one section to the next. It's good to keep moving your radial imagery lines back and forth, 1 click, just 1 click, so that you can make more shapes and more designs. Now I have this on an up speed, so take your time when you're doing this. It takes practice. It's not like drawing with your hand on paper. This is very different, so make sure you practice. Notice I'm making plenty of mistakes, but I'm correcting them. It's a lot of fun, and it's very fast. If you're making a mandala and you're in a hurry, this is a good way to do it. Okay, I'm getting close to the end now. Make my signature circle on top of my points. And there, it's basically done except for the coloring. It's very nice. I like this mandala. I'm going to do some coloring now. Let's see what I can do. Oops, you have to be careful with that paint bucket, fixture, because you can take your black lines and turn them all kinds of interesting colors. I love coloring them this way. You can use the brushes or the marker tips, whatever you want, but this is kind of adventurous. Oh, there you go. I made a mistake. You can see where the color bleeds into another section. Now I'm going to focus in. I'm going to make this bigger and fix those areas. It's easier to fix those areas when you have your line of symmetry on, because then it fixes all of them and not just the one. I'm going to zoom out and keep coloring. Doesn't matter which colors you use, whatever's attractive to you at the time. And they don't have to match. They don't have to be coordinated. They can be coordinated if you choose, but I'm a very colorful person, so I like very colorful pieces of art. Thank goodness for the undo button. Okay, here I'm going to let you just finish coloring it on your own if you were following me. It's important to keep trying. It's important to use that back button if you need to. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Don't forget, be kind, be caring, and be creative.